Hey, my name is Dee Beck, and I am a travel advisor and Trello fan, and I am on a mission to show travel advisors the power of Trello in our travel business. Trello is a free tool. Everything that I'm going to be showing you today is in the free plan. So today's video, I am going to show you how powerful Trello boards can be for organizing content for social media, no matter what platform you choose to use. So if you like today's video, please subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my Etsy shop, Elevated Travel by D, where I have templates, Trello boards ready to go to help you in your business. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to show you an example of a social media board that I made. So in the Trello world, this is called a board, and then you can see the lists I've laid out here. And this is perfect for whatever business you want to set it up for, whatever content you want to create, you want to make a list for that. So here's an example of Travel Swag Saturday. It's just something fun I like to share. This is also really cool too. If you happen to be like an Amazon affiliate, this would be a great way to link that here. I create these posts by card, so I can send a photo to a card either by sending it from my phone. When you open up the photos from your phone, and I have an iPhone, so this is how I do it. I can choose to forward it to Trello. If you don't see it right away, just keep swiping until you see the more option, and then you're going to add Trello in. So you can send it that way. You can also attach it to a Trello card. When you open up Trello, when you open up a card, that plus add button, when you click on that, you'll scroll down to where you see attachment. And now you can either choose something from your computer or you can insert a website link here. So this is a cool way that I organize this information here. Here is the exact link to those glasses, right? And I did that just by copying that link. So Control C, carry it over. And when I open up the description portion of a Trello card, you can paste it into here. The description portion allows you to type anything you want, insert anything you want, YouTube videos, website links. It really is powerful. So that's one example of how I set up my Travel Swag Saturdays, as I like to call them. And you can see I've got multiple cards here. I just load them up, ready to go. I made another list of travel quotes because I just love a good travel quote. So same thing, if I find it on my phone or if I want to save it from my desktop and then I plug it into here. If you sell Mexico, oh man, I highly recommend you join Mexperts. Lori Gold does a phenomenal job making travel advisors shine and selling Mexico. So I mention that because these are images that Lori provides in the Mexperts membership that I can then share with my clients. So these are Canva images. If you make your own Canva images, that's great. You can plug them into here, again, by using that attachment feature within a card. Here's a great link that I just wanted to share with clients. So when I go to that link, so say you find this great article that you want to share with clients, same thing. You're just going to Control C. But here's the cool thing. If you don't want to add any extra stuff to the card, you're just going to make a simple link out of the card. Hit that plus add a card button, and it's going to ask for the card title or paste a link. So we're going to paste a link this time. As soon as I've pasted the link, I'm going to hit enter. And now I've created a simple card that takes me to that direct link, right? Because, we come across articles all the time that we want to be able to share with clients, and this is a great way to keep them organized. Okay, so there's a few lists that I've made, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like to set it up in an organized way. Here I've got Monday through Sunday laid out. I've got week one, and this is really nothing. I just assigned a photo to this card. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And then same thing with this card. It's just a simple card, so it's a break in my list so I can organize my social media. Because now I can set up. All I have to do is drag and drop into place however I want to talk about my week, right? I got it all set up here. Okay. And you can return things when you are done with them. You could actually lay out either by week, by month, year, it doesn't matter. It's your business. You run it how you want. But the beauty is you could actually just repeat this content, right? Because we know that viewers are not seeing every single post that we make. So either come back to this board, or if you create a board and you like the layout, you don't have to build from scratch. You can actually copy that board by coming to those three dots in the right-hand corner, because remember in Trello, that means menu. And then when you scroll down, you can select copy board. And then you could retitle that board, and you can also assign a different workspace to it if you would like. Okay, so I want to kind of come out and just show you the foundations of laying that out. You're going to create a new board, and we'll say this is social media. And then we're going to scroll down and select create. So here we have our social media board. Now remember, we can always change the background photo. The default will always be those ugly rocks. So we're going to go back to that Trello menu, right-hand corner, three dots, scroll down, change background. You can either pick one of your own images, you can choose for it to just be a solid color, or you can tap into Trello's partner Unsplash, where we get all these fantastic options for photos for free. So let's say we want to do, an ocean picture, and then look at all these great choices we have. Okay, so I'll select one and then I can add out my list here. So we'll say this is week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. Okay, I want to just show you how I made those cards for a fancy week. So we'll say this is going to be Monday. You could either attach a simple color to your card here for Monday by going to that mountain icon. And when you click on it, here's that option again. We talked about how we could add a photo to it, but now I want to show you how to attach a color to it, because when you attach a color to it, you can then decide, do you want your card title, which we're saying this one's Monday, to either appear below that color or lay over top of it. And I love the lay over top of it because then it just makes a clean card for you. And this is where you would drag and drop additional cards underneath Monday. Now, if you liked how I had that photo assigned to it, I'll show you how to do that. You'll go back to that mountain icon, and then you just pick the search photos, right? And then you can pick from here, say you want a picture of Mexico, because that's going to be what your list is about. And look at all these cool images we get to choose from, right? And then we select that, and then we can say that is the card that we want. All right, so we've got that. And just remember, when you do select that, you have to choose whether you want your card title to appear below the text, below the photo. See how it shows there? My personal favorite is the other option, to have the title over top of the image. You can also choose if you want white or black font, and then you can click there. All right, so I know that was a lot of information. I hope that helps. I'm going to go back to show you that board one more time before I finish out this video. But you can see here how I made the week 1 card, and there's really nothing in it there. But then once you want to build out your posts, that's when you use the card function, right? You would title it however you would like, and then you would use the card functions however little or much you would like, right? And then you would plug in your week. So I hope that helps to kind of get the wheels turning. I could talk about this for hours, but I'm trying to keep these videos short so they're not super overwhelming. If you don't feel like reinventing the wheel, that's where my Etsy shop can be your best friend. If I can find it here, I had it queued up and then I got in the way here. So here we are. I have a social media content board in the shop. And it actually comes with a board that is a full tutorial on how to do all of the things. And then I've got a weekly, monthly, and yearly layout. And I also do invite anybody who makes a purchase into my private Facebook group where I do additional coaching. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe and leave any questions below.